This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So Anthony Joshua, he's just had a quick interview with Sky Sports. In fact, it happened while he was at the Usyk Chisora card, and Sky Sports have just released it now. And I'll put a link to that in the description box. So go give that a watch once this video is finished, or just go over there, watch it now, then come back and then leave me your thoughts below. Now, within this one, Anthony Joshua is of course responding to the fact that Deontay Wilder grasped on himself, where he said to Tyson Fury, "You should give me the third fight because, as you well know, I turned down much more money to fight Anthony Joshua for Undisputed, but I decided to fight you instead." All the crap, the 3 years of constant lies that, even though that I exposed every single step of the way, I showed you guys all the receipts which shows you that it was Joshua who wanted to fight. It was Joshua that was actually putting in the contract offers. It was Wilder and his team that kept making up excuse after excuse. And Wilder, his degenerate fan base, as in a small section of them, because of course Wilder does have some pretty decent, humble, level-headed fans, okay? But he does have a group of degenerates, is what they are. They're just Deontay Wilder bootlickers. And they will lie and snitch on themselves. No matter how much you show them that they're wrong, they just won't admit it because it just doesn't fit with their narrative. And that one sentence, he just exposed himself, didn't he? That's exactly what he done. So even now, if you guys can't see that, if you're still saying that Anthony Joshua ducked Wilder and you can't see that it was Wilder who ducked Joshua, you're on some kind of other degenerate planet. You must be. You're just beyond help. You really are. Maybe you like your Deontay Wilder poster on your wall. I don't know. But he just exposed himself. He unraveled all the lies and the absolute insanity for the past 3 years. He exposed himself. And of course, Joshua is being quite kind. I sometimes wish that he wouldn't when it comes to Wilder. But again, he's being quite kind. He's just saying, listen, the truth always comes out in the end. Wilder, he chose to go fight Fury instead of me for less money. That's the path that you chose. Okay, cool. Good luck to you. Because he says that, he gets a lot of abuse in boxing all the time. And he just rolls with the punches, and it's just part and parcel of just being a boxer, especially one who's in the limelight. But Wilder just totally exposed himself. Everything, all his fans going in on Anthony Joshua, coming to me and other channels and that as well. Joshua is ducking him. 50 million, bomb squad. Every single step of it, I showed you. I showed you the receipts. It was all lies. I'm not saying that it's necessarily Wilder that was lying. Maybe his team was lying to Wilder, and Wilder isn't smart enough to have seen it for himself. Or maybe he just didn't want the fight anyway, and he knows that he was being lied to, but he just went along with it. I don't know what it was, but somebody within Camp Wilder didn't want the Anthony Joshua fight. When he turned down $100 million, that will tell you in itself that you do not want the fight. But some people just can't accept it. They saw Wilder, because they hyped him so much and they've been lying so much, they can't just come out and go, well, actually, yeah, you know what, we were wrong about him. They ain't going to say that. Of course they're not. Because they're all sheep. That's what they are. They're sheep. Not one of them have a leader's mentality. Not one of them can think for themselves. That's why they do what they do. And unfortunately, there are still a lot of people out there who are of a weak-minded status. People now will try and say that Wilder was right about Joshua, that Wilder is right about Fury, and Wilder was right not to fight the Klitschko's, and Wilder was right to take the path that he did with 40-odd bums and whatever. It is what it is. But Joshua, he summed it up quite nicely, really. The truth always comes out in the end. And that's exactly what he'd done. Wilder, in some ways, mate, what you should have done was stayed hidden under your bed where you've been for the past 8-9 months. You should have stayed there, because the amount of things that you've come out with lately, I won't be at all surprised if the people come out and throw you in that padded cell, because you're coming out with some absolute stupidity, exposing yourself and embarrassing yourself even more ever since the Tyson Fury loss. You should have stayed hidden, really. But I'm glad that you didn't, because you give me lots of content, haven't you? And lots of other people, so big up. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you on the next video.